After 5 good years, 5 long years, 5 wasted years, the Cameroon government seems not to still know all what it takes to solve the ongoing crisis plaguing the 2 English-speaking regions. It is sad, appalling and unheard of to know that given the number of intellectuals in Cameroon occupying different ministerial, parliamentary and senatorial portfolios, the crisis has lingered for this long, making pundits to think that there is an invisible hand actually selling the goat and withholding the roe. Whatever that means, somebody somewhere is surely feeding fat on the crisis and so does not want it to end. The Cameroon government, since the beginning of the crisis, have been outstanding in chasing the shadows of the crisis and leaving the object. In other words, fighting the consequences and leaving the causes. That is why today you will find the Cameroon government applying cosmetic measures to counter the consequences of the crisis, neglecting the causes. How can one explain the fact that they are killing people left and right on daily basis, but the country's prime minister will rush to the hot region with boys trained to pose like Amba fighters who are dropping down their weapons, claiming to be Amba generals with names that are not even familiar to any Ambazonian, be it on earth or in heaven? Who actually is fooling who? Again, how can one explain the fact that peace and only peace, which is the number one priority in the Anglophone region for any meaningful and effective developmental project to see the light of day, but here Mr. Prime Minister neglecting measures that can bring the much needed peace and go ahead to repeat the same fake promises inhabitants of the 2 regions have been hearing for decades without seeing them coming to maturity. Who is actually fooling who? The list is long, but the time to enumerate them is short. Let me get it straight to whosoever needs to hear this. The crisis you have in the Anglophone regions is genuine and needs just genuine methods to solve it to its logical end, not camouflage. So to say, if it is dialogue, it should be genuine and inclusive, in this case with the leaders in prison, the Ambazonian interim government, the Ambazonian governing council, and some true representatives of Anglophones, especially those who started the crisis. Secondly, bringing fake fighters to come and pose as Amba fighters who are dropping weapons is a drama that had long been discovered, and so it does not move people anymore. Upon all the promises made to the ex-fighters, where is the famous General Nambere today? Where is Kawa Yannick, the guy who assassinated English language during the major national dialogue because he was given a concocted speech to present? Where is Success Nkongo, Nasiri Clovis, Atesang Bertus, just to name these? Are they now working as you promised, or they have been used and dumped just like prostitutes? Again, do you think that if these boys are given a second chance to decide, they will choose to remain in the DDR or jump back into the bushes? Your answer is as good as mine. Finally, I still believe in the magic formula to solve the crisis, which includes an immediate ceasefire declaration on state media, followed by removal of the military from the 2 English-speaking regions. Then, release all the Anglophones languishing in jail as a result of the crisis and show some mercy to those you are keeping in the DDR, and only then shall you be able to talk and work on your projects in the 2 English-speaking regions, because peace shall not only return, but the inhabitants of these 2 regions shall help shun anything against peace. This is the voice of the messenger crying from the wilderness.